Alright, this is Calibos, and we're playing Enigmatica 2. So, got some wonton soup. Nice. Too bad I'm not hungry. So where were we in our current quest? We are making a plant sower. So this would be industrial plant sower. So we have basically nothing. Let's fix that. We're just going to need a lot of these later. I have this crazy idea. And a flower pot. Ta-da! Plant sower. So what this does is you put it down and then you put dirt one level above it. And I'll show you its working area, which is there. So one level above it. So this would typically also be dirt, although I will tend to put water here so that I can access the plant sower when I need to. So you'll notice that it has 9 areas here. You can put seeds in it and then lock it. And right now, they pretty much only the middle one will be used. It corresponds to this square. But as you expand it, it has, the first row gives you 9 slots, and then every one, it basically breaks it down into, some factor of 9, and each one of these spots corresponds to a place in it, so that you can whatchamacallit, you can pick what's growing there and have a plan for your crops. Basically, it's kind of cool. I'm fairly fond of this mod. Haven't used it in a while, but So laser base. So this is where these pink slimes come in. Now we only have 2 pink slimes at this point. But if we go laser base, so we're going to need some machine frames. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I miscounted somewhere. 4, 5. So let's make some of these. Why are we? I just made a bunch of these. Okay, I have no idea what's going on, but it's not funny. Well, I mean, it is funny, but... So you actually need 4 of these. And the reason you need 4 of these is when you make the drill, which is going to require 2 of these. How much do I need for it? Just one more gold thing. Then it requires the lens, which requires... Yeah, so I need... bear traps. Great. So let's go investigate the possibility of getting some more things. So emeralds. I think I have an emerald or 2 here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh. We should probably set a home for the shop, so we can just hop back and forth without quite as much of the wait time. Alright, So, let us look for cows again. Alright, we have cows. So let's pop into the barn really quick. Let's see how much stuff we have. Man, you guys are eager. Yeah, honestly, when you mix enough mods, they can work in your favor. So let's set that. Oh man, withered again. That's glorious. So we're trying to make the laser base and the material stonework factory, which I kind of like the material stonework factory actually. So we want the material stonework factory. So what do we have for this? Oh man, I'm gonna need another slime. So water and lava, iron pickaxe, we need a stick. I could just do this. I know what I'm doing. Promise. Alright, so we'll make one of these, make one of these. We still need water and lava, so how about a bucket? So water's pretty simple. These are still slow. We'll pop home. And then I've got a thing for lava. And we'll go to the storage. Okay, so let's alright, so now we should just be able to build that material stonework factory. So if you give this thing power, it's super handy, especially in Skyblocks. So it will just automatically make cobblestone, and if I want to, I can have it cook the cobblestone, and then craft it, and then, you know, whatever. So now it'll grind it down. If I grind it again, you get sand. So it's really cool, especially in Skyblocks, as I say. So that's that. Precision sawmill. Do we already have one of those? No, I mean precision sawmill. So we have 3 of them. Go us. And we should make a lumber factory. Fluid crafter. So it needs one more bucket. Fluid crafter. Auto crafter for fluids, just what it says. Wither builder. I've never actually made one of these, and I've got an allergy. Hold on. I apologize for sneezing, but as I said, allergies. I am unable to get away from them as effectively as I would like. So I will need a nether star to do this. Now I have found a nether fortress. And what I would like to do is kill a ghast and get a ghast tier, or get an ender pearl, convert it to a ghast tier, and build this. And then get the mob duplicator and the mob crusher going. So I typically will actually build 2 mob crushers, especially in packs with tinkers, and you'll see why. So let's make the plant gatherer really quick. I'm probably going to attempt to collect gas tiers and some more ender pearls off camera, like go hunt enderman or something. If I can get enough gas tiers, I will go capture an enderman and, you know, a wither skeleton and a couple of other things, and we'll make this thing happen. Oh, more glass. Go us. Should probably just make a chest for. We've got plenty of storage, I guess. So, laser drill. Laser drill. So, laser drill. So again, we need more slime. Did this thing actually... There we go. Got 2. Let's make another bucket. I wish these things would give you like reasonable amounts right off the bat. But I suppose that would be too easy. This seems a little cruel, honestly. Alright, so now that we have that, this is our 3rd bucket, and that should give us the laser drill. Let's check our quests. So now we can build these, but they won't clear until we get our mob imprisonment tool. Can't believe I don't have a ghast tier yet. Can I make a spawn ghast egg now? How can I make a ghast tier? Bees killing ghasts. Man, didn't you used to get 2 ghast tiers from a ghast? Yeah, I'm not super interested in doing bees. We'll see. So let's make the mob crusher. actually need one more. So we want 2 swords, 1, 2. So we need a book, which is going to be like so. No, paper. Paper. So we're going to need 2, 3, 4. Book, which is going to require more paper. 2 more books. 1, 2. Oops, wrong one. This one. 1, 2. So that gives us those, and then we want the mob spawner. Mob duplicator. That's what it's called. Duplicator. Honestly, this shouldn't be too challenging. So it now requires... I'm certain that I had nether wart. Nether wart. Oh. About soul sand. So I have a little bit of soul sand. So let's get some soul sand going. Because, yeah, I'll need it. I only need 1, so... duplicator. So what was the soul thing? So I have soul beads from cork. Alright, so that actually gives us both of these. The laser drill is waiting on us to murder this guy. Laser. Now, laser drills actually require a lot of power. Lens. So. They actually require a lot of power, so do not. Oops. Oh man, really? There we go. And while you don't individually power the laser drill, you set it up kind of like this with the laser base. So that's the mob crusher. I knew that. So laser drill. Weird. Wait a minute. Okay, so I made precisely the wrong one. It's because the name's changed. So this, you take the 4 of these laser drills, and like so. And you'll notice that this has power and this doesn't. But you power these, and once you have all 4 of them there, and it can't be on the ground like this, it has to be like over void or directly down to bedrock. It will supply ores, much like the environmental tech stuff does, or whatever. But it requires a metric ton of power. I think that environmental tech uses significantly less power, and I'm not sure what the range of stuff is as far as which one produces more variety. So we'll keep those in our inventory for now until I can get my hands on some gas tiers. As long as I don't make the mob net, it shouldn't I shouldn't claim those quests. So the Wither Builder, I'll actually have to fight and kill a Wither, and I'm going to make sure to do that online. We have these done. This is going to be easy once I get that, and that's going to be, I'm going to have to hunt, a lot of I'll probably try to get 4 skulls. Well, 3 skulls, 1 extra wither here. Although wither skeleton here. Depending on how it works out, I may end up doing it just, a couple of these and some wither skeletons, and then the, some ghasts and some endermen and stuff, and just swap out depending on what I need. So we'll see what happens with that. Meanwhile, let's start looking into thermal foundation or thermal expansion. Do we actually have anything in the thermal foundation stuff? Not really. So as far as quests in thermal foundation, what do we need for the fractioning still? So nickel, constantin, redstone. Okay. How is our... It's almost there. It's so very close. Let me make constantin. Well, we have that. So maybe we can make this. Fractioning still. Machine frame. Let's make 37 of those. It's not exactly how many I intended to make, but we did. So it's nickel and copper. Nickel. We're gonna nickel and copper, and then we'll grind all this up. I mean, honestly, I should just... That is not how you spell ore. Throw a bunch of ores in here and have it process them. Because why not? Okay, people, why would you start from the bottom? So we want nickel and copper. So if we stop at 32, there, blend this together, and then we can just cook that, and then we come over here to our fractioning still again. Ask it to make another one of these, and then we have a fractioning still. Alright, and you guys heard the magical ding, so this is a good place to call it. We have basically started working our way through thermal foundation, and we'll set up stuff for that. Factory blocks. I'm not sure exactly if there's a plan we're going to follow for this. We may simply set it up in order and then use what we need to use. But yeah. Right. So if you liked it, leave a like. If you don't. Questions, comments, concerns can all go below. And yeah, have a good night.